And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got Major League Baseball on a Tuesday night. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the New York Yankees. Today's focus is on a bullpen that's been tremendous recently. From the setup arms to the closers, this group literally changes outcomes of games, Singy.
It's been incredible to watch, Boog. And once the starters hand over the ball, it's been practically game over for the opposition. That bullpen will likely play a major role in this one today, too.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And towing the slab here, Will Warren.
Well, no doubt about it. He's going to have to put together some consistently good performances in order to bring that ERA down. Now, he's got good stuff. He's just got to be able to have confidence, trusted, and really go after hitters. Not nibble. Trust that his stuff can have late life and miss barrels of bats.
Ready to go? Here's the third baseman, Luis Rengifo. Pitch misses, 1-0. And the righty deals. And that's fouled off. That misses, and that's ball two. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. That one's in there, and that is strike two. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's foul. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one down the line. He steps on the bag. One out in the top of the first. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. One point of concern hitting in that two-hole, Lamont Wade Jr.
Well, right-handed pitching has been a real challenge for him so far this season. You know, he's just not showing much consistency in those at-bats. Clearly, he's getting a shot to change that narrative in this one. Manager has some confidence that he can get it done. I'll be looking to see if he can put some good at-bats together to get some confidence going.
Lamont Wade Jr. at the plate now. That's ball one. Fought off foul. In for a strike. 1-2. One out, bases empty. Out to center. Bellinger has a beat on it. Two down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mike.
Two down, bases empty. And now batting Mike Trout. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Two outs, bases empty. That's a little bit low.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Middle of the first, no score. Back here in New York and towing the slab, Yusei Kikuchi. What do we need to know here?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Jason Dominguez leading things off and takes a strike. Dominguez matched a homer in his last game. Foul ball there. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, the right fielder.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate, leading the American League in hitting entering the day. First pitch, not close. Judge goes 6 feet 7 inches, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. There's a strike. And now he's falling behind Judge.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
And that one is lifted in the air. And there are 2 outs. And let's take a look at the lineup.
The center fielder,
and a big factor for them in recent games, Anthony Volpe.
This is an interesting guy to have in the lineup because everyone knows his ability to change the game on the base paths, leading the American League in stolen bases. So it's almost like the fear of what he's going to do when he gets on distracts the pitcher from being able to attack him at the plate. Tell you what, he's in some people's heads right now. I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And here is Giancarlo Stanton, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And that's too high. Next offering is down low. And that's a base hit. Bellinger around second on his way to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Chisholm, the next to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, working on an 8-game hitting streak.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swings through that.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Next offering way off the plate. Fastball almost got him there.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
On the ground. Moore. They get the force. Inning over. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Soler.
Warren back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Hot shot to third. LeMahieu gets it to first. One up, one down.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 14.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. No score here in the second. Just missed.
Ooh, Rusty Valentine umpiring behind the plate in this one. He has what you might call a tall strike zone, both at the letters and down below the knees.
Yeah, and I'm sure that helps a lot of pitchers we see today who like to work up, down, trying to change eye levels and swing paths.
Yeah, exactly. That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 3.
Taylor Ward now at the plate. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And foul ball. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
First and second, 1 out. And now the shortstop, Zach Neto. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
2 on, 1 out. And the sweeper is off the plate. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Now 2 away.
I think he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here's Joe Adele. Sinker catches the zone at the knees. The 0-1. That's inside. That's down and in.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Out to short, Volpe. Throws to first in time, and that is the inning. Angels strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Yankee Stadium. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
There's a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And next for New York, Austin Wells. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Over to second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Anthony.
Nice soft hands on the backhand right there in the 6th hole. Starts the double play. That's not an easy throw, but he puts it on the money. Really good job to get that double play started.
And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Man at first. Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Throw to second. He's safe. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, slides his hand in there, save. And it's 1-0.
Well, the strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a chopper out to short. Zips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Christian Moore. Looking for his first big league hit right here. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And foul ball. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. And that's a leadoff double. Christian Moore with his first major league hit. And this is a moment I'm sure he'll never forget. Congrats.
Yeah, great moment for him and his family. A guy works so hard and has to wait so long for this to happen. And when it does, can kind of be overwhelming, Boog. You still have to stay locked in on the game, but it's great when you could take a minute to just appreciate what you've done and how hard you've worked to get here.
Fires to first on the run. On the money. Nice play. So here's Wade now. Fly to center his first time.
Wade Jr.
That one catches the zone. Strike one.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Moore leads off second with one gone in the inning. On the ground, right side. And that chance handled. Whips it to first. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder Mike.
Now Trout gets a chance to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Ball one there. That's the third. LeMahieu is there in plenty of time to first. That's the third out. Angels lead one. They trail here 1-0. Bottom of the inning. Here is Aaron Judge.
The right fielder.
You don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
The 0-2. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now
that ups his hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
Here's Cody Bellinger. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Off the mark there, and it's 1-0. Runner at first with no outs here. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. That one to first, and that's just foul. Towards first. Off balance feet. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton, and he's already singled in this game. Rips one to right. Trout brings it in. And that is the third out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. Yankees 1 and the Angels nothing. Back at Yankee Stadium, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton and set to lead off the 4th, Jorge Soler. Fastball for a strike. Soler, 33 years old, and he was born in Cuba. That catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there. And he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. On the corner for a strike. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one handled. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 3, Taylor Ward.
And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward. A single his first time. Right through there for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Two down, nobody on. That one just misses.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
And that's downstairs. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. And that misses. And that's ball 3.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. A dive. Nice stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down. Right side. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And here's Paul Goldschmidt.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Hit on the ground to short. Neto. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher Austin.
Next to hit, Austin Wells. He's 0 for 1. Cut on and lifted in the air. Adele going after it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 4. Yankees 1 and the Angels nothing. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Warren back to work. That's a strike, and it's 0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Now he breaks his bat. Over to Goldie. 1 away here in the 5th.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Joe Adele, the next to hit for the Angels. Right through there for a strike. The Halos down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Out towards left center. Bellinger sizing it up. He's got it. 2 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Christian Moore digs in now. Doubled in his first AB. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No play. That's an infield single.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Back to the top of the lineup. Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Warren checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score on a ball in the gap.
2 outs. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's a base hit. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. And that one fouled off. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
That's a really good take.
Moore at third. Rengifo at second with 2 gone. Out towards right center field. Base hit. 1 run is in. Now a second crosses the plate. It's 2-1.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Can't handle an up and in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be sitting on something similar because it's very tough to adjust to a pitch like that if you're not looking for it.
Here's Trout. That one fouled off. Swings and misses and 1 down below the zone.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
In the dirt. On the ground to the left. Volpe Now the throw to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. Angels 2 and the Yankees 1. Back now in the Bronx. Here's the shortstop
Yankees,
at the plate. Anthony Volpe.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Bunt it back towards the pitcher. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. That angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Here's DJ LeMahieu. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Yeah, there's the strike.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Nobody out, runner at first. The next offering misses, and now it's even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw, safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
Inside. Now 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
First and second, no outs. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. 0-1.
He's looking for a strikeout or a ball on the ground for a double play to sort of calm this situation down.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. He thought about it, but instead returns to second. Aaron Judge at the plate. 1 for 2. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Swung on, belted. Back there. It's a bomb. Home run number 40 on the year. And they tack on 3. It's 4-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Yusei Kikuchi departs. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Jose Suarez.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the first. That's in for a strike. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that's in the dirt. On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And there's a foul ball. Bellinger, the base runner at first with 1 out. That's in there. 0-2. Activity in the bullpen. Hans Kraus getting ready to go. Burke, the power lefty, up as well. And 0-2. Runner takes off. That one is absolutely belted. Fair ball. Bellinger on his way home. The relay. The tag out. But a run does come in to score. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Slapped hard the other way, but foul. In the air, left side. Ward sizing it up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We're through 5. It's the Yankees 5 and the Angels 2.
Now pitching.
We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, these Angels really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
High in the air, out to right. Judge getting an angle on it. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
Here's the catcher to hit, Logan O'Hoppe. Swing at a ground ball, and foul ball. One down, base is empty. That's outside, and that's ball 1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Yankees up by 3. Outside low, and the count's even at 2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field.
The batter, number 9, Shortstop.
So up next, Zach Neto. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1. Throw over to first. Back standing. He's in there safely. Loizaga fires. The shortstop takes the ball. Two outs. And it remains 2-2. And that's down and away.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Joe Adell up next for the Angels. And here's a 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Joe Adell, the next to hit for the Angels. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Bellinger settles underneath it, makes the catch, and that is that. So they strand a pair. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Yankees 5 and the Angels 2. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Paul Goldschmidt. And that is downstairs. And that is ball 1.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Line to left. Ward makes the grab, 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
And here's the catcher, Austin Wells. Fastball for a strike. Hard hit down the line and left. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Everything came together for him. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Anthony Volpe getting ready to hit. And there's the strike. And a swing and a miss. That one missed.